Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Cardano. ADA down to 5.53% right now. Cardano is struggling as well as so many other altcoins in the market, down about a 6.33% total, but we are seeing Bitcoin down only 6%, Ethereum down only 7%, while other altcoins are struggling between a 4 to 12% range. I think realistically we are going to continue to see coins struggle. We've talked about this before, still being in that manipulation FUD or accumulation phase during this market downturn. I think realistically we are going to see the market continue to struggle for most of June. And I've talked about this before, altcoins specifically are going to struggle hard during June. And I think by the end of July, we may start to see a few altcoins, breaking out. So jumping into Cardano specifically, we see $1.51, about a 5.53% decrease in the last 24 hours. Taking a look at the last week, we do see about a 5.1% decrease, in the last month being that large 38.78% decrease overall. If we take a look at the last year, we do see a 1,800% increase, which is definitely one thing you want to do a lot, guys, is you want to zoom out a little bit, understand that Cardano is still on a great upturn. It's still doing a very good job during these rough couple of months. I do want to take a look at the market cap as well, being only $48 billion. We were actually once a number 3 market cap, actually above USDT and above Binance BNB. Now at $48 billion, we're not even close to number 3. I do think we are going to make our way back to it, but I do want to talk about today price predictions for June, July, and 2021. Obviously, a lot of manipulation, FUD, and accumulation taking place right now, so there will be a lot to talk about at the end of the video. I do want to jump into the first article talking about the Cardano team has released a brand new version of the Alonzo Blue 2.0 node to the testnet, marking another milestone completed for the launch of the Alonzo platform. Before we jump too much into this, guys, I do want to say, guys, if you are not subscribed already to the channel, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video as we talk about Cardano as well as so many other altcoins daily on the channel. So this also talks about the Cardano team has released a brand new version of the Alonzo Blue 2.0 node to the testnet. And like we said, it's marking another milestone completed for the launch of the Alonzo platform. We continue to see this push for really release in September, and a lot of people are very, very excited about that release in September. Charles Hoskinson has actually said many times that, this is going to be the busiest 90 days of his life. He said that probably, 15, 20 days ago. So we will continue to see big things taking place for Cardano. This is a very, very massive 90 days. We're going to see, September hopefully going to be right in the middle or the start of that bull market part 2, and really going to blast off with Cardano altogether. So checking a little bit more at the very bottom, you can see milestone for the smart contracts era. The latest update marks another milestone to complete the Alonzo platform launch. The full release of Alonzo is expected to simplify the development of new decentralized application or DApps, including decentralized finance protocols or DeFi. So jumping into the tweet that actually talks about this, Cardano community actually tweeted, just released Alonzo Blue 2.0 to the testnet, and input, output, obviously HK. Talks about, let's go. We are happy to share that we have just released a brand new version of the Cardano node version Alonzo Blue 2.0 to the testnet. This is an important milestone. Thanks to congrats to all the Alonzo Blue team for the hard work really to bring us here. So all systems are go. It looks good. Everything's going well. And we actually take a look at another tweet about Cardano. It talks about the BTSE integrates Cardano blockchain and adds ADA to its trading list. BTSE network, along with Cardano blockchains, feature enables really users to enjoy fast and decentralized peer-to-peer transactions within the exchange. You can also see this article talks more about as Cardano expands into smart contracts, smart money should follow. So this was actually out yesterday talking about really as it comes closer to finishing that Alonzo, Cardano's ADA USD should rise, and input output Hong Kong continues the company behind the Cardano blockchain itself, revealed a smart contract deployment strategy in May. Some predict that in 5 to 10 years, the most successful cryptocurrencies will be those that give the greatest usefulness, obviously utility, and that's one of those things that IOHK provides ADA USD the boost it needs to become one of the crypto victors in the long term by launching the Alonzo smart contract platform. Like I said, this is planned to be out in September. The project, like it says here, is anticipated to be completed in September 2021. If they do stay on track for that, we're going to see, like I said, a lot of hype behind Cardano as we get closer and closer to that September month. I think a lot of us are very, very excited for this, and anyone holding Cardano right now is excited for smart contracts to go through. The Cardano ecosystem is growing every day. We've talked about the Cardano ecosystem and how it continues to grow every single day. We continue to see Vitalik Buterin actually talk about Cardano a little bit when he talks about Ethereum. Obviously, two great coins with a little bit of competition going between them. So it's definitely great to see these projects continue to do so well. If we go to the Cardano website, cardano.org, if you guys haven't been here before, you definitely jump on and do your own research, as I'm not a financial advisor, and there's great information to be found here. If we go to the enterprise specifically, you can see the education obviously being one of the use cases. You have retail, agriculture, government, finance, and healthcare, all being just a few of the use cases behind really what Cardano is capable of helping and providing for. If you go to actually the developers and go to Cardano Roadmap, you can learn more about the roadmap itself. So obviously we have the foundation, decentralization, smart contracts, scaling, and governance. We just completed the first two, obviously foundation, decentralization, working on smart contracts. Like I said, by the end of September, we could be done with smart contracts for the most part, and then jumping into obviously scaling and governance next. So we're still about halfway through, this roadmap. And I think there's a price point that we will be seeing at the end of this much higher than our current price point. And I think that's one thing to realize is if you're investing in Cardano, you shouldn't be investing for the short term. This is one of those projects that is very, very special to a lot of people. And I think we are going to be seeing a lot of long-term investors very happy about their price points, 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 10 years down the line. So we're going to talk about those price predictions now for June, July, and 2021. So obviously June, like I said, is going to be a struggle for most altcoins. Right now, we're seeing yet another dip down. We saw Bitcoin go to upwards of 41K. So what a great climb for Bitcoin. But altcoins, like I said, are going to continue to struggle. I think Cardano specifically, you're seeing here just another case of it actually doing a little bit better than other altcoins, but still struggling because unfortunately there's not much staying afloat it can do when everything is struggling. So I do think realistically we see Cardano not doing too much in the month of June. Unfortunately, I think $1.50 is probably about where we're going to end up. $1.40 to $1.60 is within range. And I just want to be very conservative as well. During this accumulation phase, we could see a slow uptrend, maybe to that $1.60 with mostly a sideways trend. But I do think there's so much volatility, it's going to bring it right back down to that $1.50 by the end of the month. By the end of July, this could be a much more interesting month. I think by the end of July, we could see altcoins start to break out again, hopefully following Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's already at 50K by the end of July is my hope. And I think Cardano will follow in suit. I think it'll actually be one of the best coins to really perform as we get closer and closer to September as well. So by the end of the bull market or the end of the year altogether, I think Cardano easily has what it takes to still make its way to $7 to $12. We've talked about that $7 to $12 price point before, and I still think we're within range to really get Cardano to $7 to $12. If we take a look at the previous all-time high, it's right around $2.46, and that's a price point that I think Cardano will easily pass in the upcoming months ahead. Obviously, the closer we get to the end of the bull market, we are going to have Cardano continue on this streak of an increase. And I think, as we get closer, like I said, to the end of this smart contracts and moving closer to scaling and governance, we're going to continue to see big things taking place. I do think a lot leans on, really Cardano continuing on the smart contracts path to complete everything in time. If they have, some delays, some problems on the way, which is definitely possible, we could see Cardano struggle to get to that $7 price point and maybe, settle for about a $4 to $5 price point. But, realistically, I think there's a long-term potential behind this. Obviously, utility and use cases definitely support Cardano in the long haul. So we'll continue to keep you guys up to date with price predictions for Cardano, as well as obviously crypto news related to Cardano as well. So if you guys want to stay up to date, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.